Welcome back to the Authentic Living Show on location at the beautiful Club Lake Plantation wedding venue for the 2018 Healthy Business Conference. You know, during the month of January, we've been discussing how to get our lives in order for 2018. And I've had some of the speakers join us over the past couple weeks to share their insight, their wisdom, and expertise in multiple areas of business. So if you're listening today and you own a business, want to, or maybe you just need some solid advice for getting things in line in order for your house this year, you want to listen to all of our amazing guests. So joining me next is my dear friend, Mr. Thomas Success Wang. We like that middle name, man.
Thank you.
Well, welcome.
TSW has a nice swing to the name. Okay.
It does, man. It does. Well, you know, I had the privilege of meeting you last summer.
Yes.
I was hosting Dine Around Apopka.
Correct.
We raised some money for Habitat for Humanity and just did some great work together in the community. So
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what you do in the corporate arena and then also what you do as an entrepreneur?
Sure, absolutely. So thank you guys for listening. My name is Thomas Success Wang. I'm actually the Expansion and Public Relations Director for Southside Eat Station. It's a fast casual, customizable, multiple award-winning ninja-themed sushi restaurant chain in Orlando. It's kind of a run-on sentence, but I've pitched that a lot of times already. We have two locations, one in UCF and one in Altamont. We're actually under construction for Millennia Gardens and Lake Nona. So those will be opening up in the next 8 to 10 weeks. So we'll be doubling in size. And then by the end of the year, we'll be at 8 locations. And by 2025, we'll be an international franchise with about 400 or 500 locations.
I love it.
So it's going crazy. And if you want to think about sushi, but in a more hip, modern, customizable, Chipotle Subway style, fresh served to order, made daily. So that's what I do on the corporate side. And on the entrepreneur side, I run thinkexceptionally.com, which is my personal online motivational course content speaking platform. Essentially, I help people master their days, thus mastering their life. So that's my main slogan. And to bring it back to Healthy Business Conference, and I guess I'm honored to be on the show and to be here. Essentially, the topic is how to help people live a healthier lifestyle and get more results into 2018, thus driving health, family, wealth, love, spiritual, finances, all the above, right?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
So why don't you tell us, I know you always have so many great things that you share on social media. You're always pouring out wisdom and insight and tips, and you have like a supernatural energy to you. I mean, and when it comes to, you know, your passion, your physical stamina to keep up with what you do, obviously for Southside Eat Station, but then developing your personal dream as an entrepreneur, as a motivational speaker, helping people get healthy. Why don't you give us some great tips for 2018? Because we know the whole New Year's resolution thing. We pretty much debunked that on the Authentic Living Show, that they flat out don't work. So what is the reality? Say someone's listening today and they feel stuck. How do you get unstuck and start taking the first step?
Absolutely. So I would say the first step is to kind of reevaluate how you function on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Because we're humans of habits, and if we get stuck on a normal habit that's not driving results for us, what happens is we have a tendency to just do the same things over and over again on a daily basis. So what I like to do is say, okay, let's take a look at 2 parts of your days and evaluate if we can change, if we can tweak 2 parts, 10 minutes each day, and drive extraordinary results, then we've unlocked the key to restructuring how you function on a day-to-day basis. So the 2 parts is essentially the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes.
That's good. Your bookends, right? How you start and end your day.
So most people start their days, they just roll out of bed, check their notifications, groggy, run in the shower, don't eat breakfast, and run out late typically, okay? So, and then right before bed, they're on their phone checking YouTube for some cat video or something, you know, something easy on the mind.
Dreaded cat video.
Right? Something easy on the mind, and then they'll fall asleep with their phone on their face or their chest, or, you know, worry about the next day, already stressing out about the next day, and they're falling asleep like that. And what happens is it creates a cycle of you wake up stressed, you go to sleep stressed, you're always late, you have a tendency to be not enough, not doing enough, where's my health? Do I have time to go to the gym? I want to cook, but I don't have time. So all of these thought processes end up impeding in people's minds throughout the day consistently. And I was like this back in 2016, early 2016. I was 21% body fat. I was almost 200 pounds. Didn't go to the gym, didn't read books, didn't have motivation or energy, didn't do multiple businesses or income streams. I just focused on working and going home. Working and going home. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the human potential, there's so much more.
That's good.
Right? So we talk about the morning, the first 10 minutes, instead of doing the normality, what I call a technique that I use every day is power meditation. So you take the first 10 minutes, you do a breathing exercise to wake up, then you focus on gratefuls, because we have to be grateful and appreciate life. Most people set their mind up for the stress and the stressors and the negativities.
Right, and what they want,
so we switch it
what they don't
to the
have.
positive
That's
and what
good.
you already have for a couple minutes. Then we focus on an energy meditation session that I do, and then the last part of the power meditation session is, what do you want to create today in order to have a successful day defined by you? Okay? Most people don't take the time to do that. So what that means is that if you were to do 3 things today to have a successful day defined by yourself, and you were to meditate on that already being accomplished, guess what? Well, throughout the day, by a law of attraction, by your persona and your energy, you're going to get it done because you've already determined it to be done first thing in the morning. So let's say one of those things was, I want to hit the gym and beat my 1 mile record. My 1 mile is 8 minutes and a half. I want to do 8 minutes and 15 seconds. And you meditate on that. That's my success for today. Okay. Number 2 would be, I want to kill it on a radio show because I know I'm going to be on the radio. Never done an interview before.
You got to kill it on the radio show, Thomas.
I'm going to do a fantastic interview. And so that's an example in the morning. And then at night, for the last tip I'm going to give on this segment is essentially writing down. So 10 minutes before you sleep, instead of the normal routine of the videos and stuff, you write down everything you want to do the next day to have a successful day. That's it. It's very simple. 20, 30 things. And then you sleep on it, and guess what happens? It gets into your mind, your subconscious. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for tomorrow because I wrote everything down. Most people don't take the time to structure their days. They just live on notifications and news breaks and, what other people want them to do.
They're in that fight. And I think everything that you said to sum it up today is going from a place of fight into a place of flow and really living life on purpose. And that's the whole heart behind authentic living. It's intentional living, not heart beating, lung breathing, go through the motions, check off the box, do this, but to awaken to the life that we were called and created to live, the life that is that divine life where we have that energy and that vitality, and like you talk about maximizing your potential. So real quick, again, where can our listeners go to get in touch with you?
So my website is thinkexceptionally.com. If you want to check out the sushi brand, it's Sasai Eat Station, sushieatstation.com. If you want to reach me personally on my blog or my courses content, reach me on thinkexceptionally.com. Social media, all over Facebook. You can find me, Tom Success Wang. That's pretty much it.
Awesome, Thomas. Well, thank you so much for your wisdom. More importantly, your passion is contagious.
Appreciate it.
And your insight and some action steps to take for this new year in 2018. Well, again, we are here live at the Club Lake Plantation in Apopka, Florida at the Healthy Business Conference. This is Courtney Shawn. You're listening to the Authentic Living Show on 94.9 FM and AM 950 The Word. We'll be right back.